Research shows overdoses now kill what amounts to a high school classroom of teenagers every week in this country.
Every week. But it is not because more teens are using drugs. Here with some insight for parents is Dr. Scott Hadland, who's an addiction specialist and the chief of young adult medicine at Mass General for Children. Dr. Hadland, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we know you worked on this research yourself. So what is driving all these overdoses?
Right. This is a study that we conducted with researchers at UCLA, and it's really remarkable. Despite the fact that teen drug use is at an all-time low, really at the lowest level that it's been since the 1970s when we started recording this, teen overdoses are at an all-time high, which really tells us that drug use isn't becoming more common in teenagers, it's becoming more dangerous. And the thing that's causing this is fentanyl. Fentanyl is this highly potent opioid that gets introduced into counterfeit pills that are for sale throughout the state of Massachusetts, throughout the country. And these counterfeit pills are made to look like painkillers like Percocet for treating pain, or anti-anxiety medications like Xanax, but they contain this highly potent opioid that can cause a lot of young people to overdose. And that has been a central cause of what's gone on in the last few years in terms of these rising drug deaths.
So Dr. Hadland, we've spoken about this before with fentanyl. It can be just one time it can be deadly. So how can we help our kids understand that?
Right. You know, parents, teachers, doctors like me, we all need to talk to teens. And when we do so, we can't be bombastic or hyperbolic. We really need to come at them sort of from a place of curiosity and ask them, have they been approached about buying pills, either in real life or on social media? Do their peers use pills? Are these pills showing up at social events where teens might be? And then help teens understand the danger in them. And again, we want to try to avoid using scare tactics because we know that fear-mongering, scare tactics, these approaches actually turn teens off and they don't listen. What we need to do is actually sort of approach teens and understand that one of their strengths is that they want to stay safe, that they're resilient and they're strong, and we need to really play to that.
So your analysis offers a number of recommendations here. One focuses on Narcan. What do you want parents to know about that? And maybe more importantly, what should they tell their kids about it?
Right. Yeah. Narcan is an easy to administer nasal spray. I actually have some here in my office that I can show you. And it can reverse an overdose and save a life within seconds. Most teens actually overdose at home. And so to the extent that, parents are able to obtain Narcan, you want to make sure that you have it at home, kept in a central location. It looks just like this, and it's so easily sprayed up the nose. Parents and teens need to know the signs of an overdose. When somebody's overdosing, they'll appear sleepy, they may lose consciousness, they might look pale or blue around the lips, and their breathing will have slowed down or stopped. These are all signs that somebody is in danger. And when you come across somebody who's overdosed, whether it's a parent or a teen, you want to call 911 right away. And if you have Narcan, spray it right away to save a life.